So I guess if it's happening in a space that you organize, like as from an organizing standpoint, then you as organizers are responsible for the space. So for example, for CapCity Cyphers, we try to...
Do you want to explain what CapCity Cyphers is?
Okay. I didn't want to take up too much time. So CapCity Cyphers is a cipher series. Show of hands, who knows what a freestyle rap cipher is?
Half the crowd, half the crowd.
I'm sorry, I always assume everybody knows for some reason. So it's basically like people get together, stand in a circle, we play some beats, and like we just take turns rapping. And like DJ Seismic said, it's like a conversation over beats. And it's like encouraging freestyle and encouraging like everyone to participate. But even people who don't want to spit something, they can just like stand in the circle and you're still a very big part of the
You can do ad-libs.
Yeah, you can do ad-libs. That's welcomed as well. And as a series, we've been running, we're coming up to session 14 at our 1-year anniversary. And I can't believe it's been a year already. But it's going to be at the Ottawa sign where we had our first one. And at that first one, what happened was there was this rapper who is also a battler, and he was like being really misogynist with his bars. So then I tried to freestyle telling him to cut that out.
No disrespect. I feel like you're not describing the scene accurately.
Okay, you go ahead.
This 6-foot rapper was being misogynistic as hell. Kim, who's like what, 5?
Nah.
Kim, who's significantly smaller, stood up to him, told him to cut it out. That was amazing. Do you want to talk about that?
Okay, thank you, Hessia. Yeah, that's what happened. And then he starts stepping to me thinking it's a battle. But luckily there were other people around who were like, yo, stop that. So
I just want to highlight that as soon as Kim said no, everybody came to with you and was saying no together, and that guy just chilled for the rest of the cipher.
Yeah, so I'm really grateful to have that kind of crowd and organize with a group in such a capacity and who are so compassionate. And yeah, so that was one way of trying to address misogynist bars being spit at the cipher. And the result was it wasn't super effective. I mean, it was stressful for me at the time because I don't like freestyling because I'm a lyricist. I like to write and be on point in my lyricism, and when you freestyle you just can't guarantee that. I might say some really stupid shit sometimes, but yeah, so that method, I don't know, I guess it worked in the end. He's never come back. But that's not what we're really going for either, because in another cipher there was this young cat who was, saying the typical misogynist line about women, or concepts about that. And I didn't say anything to him then, but afterwards I messaged him on Instagram, just, hey, I just want to talk about something, and then we just had a conversation about it, and he was very receptive, and that was cool. I don't know if he's taking that out of his music now, but it was cool not to get too much negative backlash, and it was cool that he listened and acknowledged that. He said thanks for pointing that out, I never would have thought about it. And then there's also another rapper who says he always talks about sex, and it makes some people uncomfortable because it's a really open cipher that's trying to be inclusive of everybody. That means all age groups and all all different comfort levels of everything. Yeah. So I couldn't think about how to bring that up with him for a while, but then after he dropped this video, and it didn't have anything misogynist or weirdly sexual at all. So I'm this is my favorite work of yours, and he's like, oh, can I ask why? And then I'm I'm glad you asked. And I told him, and then he's like, oh, true, I'll keep that in mind and, like, you know, try to think about that in the future. So, you know, just, like, try with different methods to talk to people, to call them in